guys, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design, and welcome to a tutorial that I wanted to share with you today. I had a viewer that requested a tutorial on how to cut out word art, digital word art, using your Silhouette software. And so this is something that I do a lot, especially with the Paislee Press word art that comes in the Memory Pockets monthly kits, and also in the Paislee Press digital kits. She always includes some beautiful word art. The Celine Studios kits frequently include word art as well, and I personally enjoy cutting this out and adhering them to my layouts as physical embellishments, even though of course you can just add them to your digital photos as digital embellishments as well. But for me, it's a way of getting more out of our supplies, and especially being able to use digital products in a physical sense. Okay, so in the Silhouette software, what we want to do is we want to open up our word art. I'm working in the Memory Pockets Monthly Renew Kit, which is from April of 2017. And there are a couple of words here. There's grow, renew, and spring. And so I'm going to just pick spring. And that opens up our word art. And of course, what we need are our registration marks. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to turn on my registration marks, and that's so that we know where to put the word art so that the Silhouette will be able to cut it properly. And boom. Now of course you know that you can adjust the size up and down as you want to. I'm going to leave it in its original intended size for today. And now normally what I do is I normally open up a whole bunch of the elements and place them on the page and print them out all at once and cut them all at once. That's normally my process, so that I have all the choices that I like from the digital elements. Today for this tutorial, I'm just going to do this one. And so once we have it, you have the size that you want, we're going to go into the trace menu, and we're going to click select trace area. And so when you click that, what it's asking you to do is to select the box that includes all the elements that you want it to trace for you. So we have the spring, and it's now highlighted, and you can see the yellow, and this is what's telling you what it's going to cut or what it's going to print. Now let's zoom in here, and this probably isn't really how we want to cut this. The line weight is really thin, and so this is probably going to shred your cardstock a little bit when it goes through the Cameo or through the Silhouette. And also we want to include this dot here on the eye. So I'm going to turn off the high pass filter, turn up the threshold. That's pretty typical what I do, and it makes that line weight a little bit bigger. But we're also going to do something else to add a little bit more space. So click Trace Outer Edge, and then you can see now there's a pretty red line around all of our letters. And if you move that out of the way, then you'll see that you've got a nice image here that we're then going to offset. Now I want to keep my spring there, so I just moved it back, but I want to click on this red outlined thing this red outline, and so you can see that all the points come up here, and I'm not worried about the points right now. I do want to offset, and this is just so that there's a little bit of a white border around these letters, and it helps to cut it a little bit better. So I'm going to click these circles here, and that turns on the offset menu. And so you can see how it has repeated that red line all the way around. Now, for me, that's a little bit big. Like, I think that's a little bit too big, but we can adjust that. So let's undo and then click the offset button here. And here's where we can adjust how big it is. And so right now the distance is set at 0.125, and I'm just going to scroll down and you can watch it get smaller. And so here's where you can decide how big or how small you want that white border around your element. And usually what I do on these word art is 0.04. It's not too big, but it's also a nice offset so that it provides a nice little contrast. Okay, and so once we have the offset, then we want to go in here and we want to get rid of the first line that we made, and we're just going to click on that and then hit delete. Okay, and now your offset is, or now your trace is ready to go. And so once you have that printed, you can feed it through your silhouette and send it to cut, just like any other cut file that you might do. Now, let's see, we were going to talk about this eye here. Let me share with you real quick about how I would blend that eye in. Now, if you double click on that, right, all the points come up, and that takes you into the point editing screen. And so you can see that there's two little points that are highlighted red right here. Those, if I click break the path, one of those points will turn into a circle, and that means that I've just broken that path, and I can pull that out here, and so now we have a gap here. I'm going to click on this circle around the dot, and actually I'm going to delete that circle around the dot, and then I'm going to go back here and manipulate these points so that they go around that dot. And this involves adding a few extra points, making them curved. Let's see, you have to actually be clicked on one to make it curved so that it will go around this dot, and that way your dot won't get lost when you're putting it on your layout. And so you can, it wants to magnet so that it closed that point now, but we still need to work around this little circle so that it looks decent. I'm not too particular about it. One of the things I love about these word art elements is that they are sort of whimsical, and so your cut lines don't have to be perfect here. But there, that pretty much incorporates that dot with that eye, and then now we have the word art that's ready to go through your silhouette. So I hope that's been helpful to you. I hope that helps you stretch your digital supplies and helps you be able to use them in more of a physical kind of way. And let me know if you have any questions or comments. Just leave them down below and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you back here again soon. Bye bye.